Well, hi everybody. Today is Thursday, September the 12th, and you are watching Stamp with Lisa Saunders, and my name is Lisa Saunders. Today we are going to make a card that I got the idea from a gal by the name of Karen Titus. I was looking for a different kind of fold, and I've never made it, and I've just kind of got some things cut up. So we're going to actually put it together tonight. I'm using the Winterly Treetops, or I think it's the Nest of Winter set is what I am going to be using. It's here in our new mini catalog that started this month. The Nest of Winter set. There's just a ton of stuff in here. I mean, just look at all this paper. You can make bows. Just great stuff in here. And this Splendid Autumn, this paper is amazing. Anyway, we'll do something with that maybe next week. But for right now, we are working with Nest of Winter. So here is our suite, and it comes with the Winterly Treetop stamping, the stamps, dies. It comes with the linen thread. It comes with an embossing folder. And it comes with the earth tone shimmer gems and of course this lovely paper. So tonight we're going to use this paper to go ahead and see if we can't make a cute card. So let's get started. The first thing to do is you're going to get a card base. So you're going to pick out, well, once you pick out your paper, you're going to pick out your card base. And I'm going to use cherry cobbler tonight. I just love it. So I'm going to use the cherry cobbler, and we're going to cut this at 5.5 by 8.5, and we're going to score it at the 4.25 mark. Then what we're going to do, you fold it over so you have your normal looking card. Then you're going to come in and you're going to take your paper snips or your scoring tool or your cutter tool, whatever you want, but you're going to come in 1.25 inches from the left end and 1.25 inches from the right end. And that's how you get that flap. We're going to put our sentiment here. We're going to glue these down, put our sentiment here, and this is going to be the way that your recipient will open the card. Just something different. So let's get started. So I've already cut this because I wasn't sure how it was going to work. I wanted to make sure I could get it done. So I've already cut this. So the next thing that I have to do is I will need to glue down the flap. So I've got my Tombow glue here. And I'm just going to turn this around. I hope you guys can see me. I'm just going to put some glue on there. Fold it over. Press it down. I'm going to fold this other flap over. Press that down. Get it a good sticking there. So now this will be the only one that we have open. What I think I'm going to do next is I'm going to come in and I'm going to work on the inside. Now this white piece, this is a basic white, and it's 2 3/4 horizontal by 4, and that's going to fit right in there. So on this, I'm going to go ahead and I need a thank you card. So I'm going to go ahead and do a sending thanks and much love. And I've chosen early, oh, that didn't turn out too well, did it? It's not dark enough. That's the great thing. We can always just flip the paper over if we haven't messed up before. There we go. All right, now I'm going to come in and stamp my sentiment with the Early Espresso, and that's much better. So that's going to be our inside, and you can do other embellishments. This paper is really pretty. Before I cut it up, I think it went something like this. All kinds of birds were in here, and I don't think it was quite like that, but looks like I'm using that piece, but you get the idea. It was a nice long sheet, a 12 by 12 sheet, and this is so you could cut that out and put it on the inside here. You could cut out this little female cardinal and put her there. You can do different things. I'm not a big fussy cut fan. And for those of you that are not fussy cut fans like I'm not, this paper has birds that fit right in the dies so that you don't have to fussy cut. One of the things that I did for a swap that I was in on Monday, I used these birds. Oh, look, that little bird would look pretty right there. Maybe that's what I'll do. Maybe I'll stick him right there. That could be good. I cut out too many, but the die fits right over it. That's what I love about Stampin' Up. Everything works together. Yeah, I think that's a great idea. I think that's what I'm going to do. See, you just never know what's going to happen. So, and I will probably glue him down because I don't want to pop him up and have the card front stick out. So I'm just going to glue him down, or her. I don't know what it is, but we're going to set that right there. I like the glue if you're going to move something, if you want to make sure because it gives you a few minutes before it adheres, couple seconds anyway, so that you could slide it if you need to. And then I'm going to just go in with the mono. And tonight I am using, like I always use, our Stampin' Seal. I think it definitely seals the best out of all the adhesive. I think you do get what you pay for. So I'm going to take this and set it right in here. Oh, that's pretty. I like that. I like that in there. Whoever sent me the thought to do that, thank you. I appreciate that. And now we're going to just go ahead and put on, I have cut this DSP. This is the way it was. So this is the way I cut it. So this one's going to go over this panel. This one's going to go over this panel. And then this one goes right there. So I'm going to go ahead and get these glued up. Sometimes I tend to use too much glue, so I'm trying to be mindful of that. And just for ease, I turn mine sideways, and I am going to set that right there. That might be a Baltimore Oriole. I don't know what kind of bird that is. Kind of looks like it, or maybe a robin redbreast. I'm not sure. And I'm going to glue up, put glue here on this other one. Put that on the other side. I just love the way our DSP coordinates. And I'm just going to eyeball it to make sure it's even with the other one. I guess I could bust out a ruler if I needed to. But the recipient is going to be just as happy either way. Oops. All right. So here's how it's looking so far. Wipe that extra glue off. When you open it up, there it is. I'm going to go ahead and adhere this one down. I've got some chicken in the oven here in the southeast portion of Virginia. It is 6:53 in the evening, so chicken's almost done. I've got some potatoes in there baking as well. All right, now I am going to try to line this one up with the other two. Get that put down, and there you go. I'm gonna flip it over and make sure everybody's glued down. So this card's not going to stand unless you want it to stand like that, but there it is. And now I am going to, I do have some space up here that I can put a sentiment, so I'm going to go ahead and get a piece of scrap paper, and I'm going to put the little sentiment that I'm going to be using is thinking of you always, and again it's still from the Winterly Treetops, and I'm going to put that in Early Espresso. Thinking of you always. I'm going to close up my ink so I don't drop everything in it. And what I'm going to do with this, I'm going to go ahead and fussy cut it, but this isn't a big fussy cut, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of go close to the edge, kind of make it puffy, I guess. I don't know what the word is I'm trying to think of. Around my corners a little more. Not very good at freestyling, but I think that's going to be great. And I am going to pop that up with dimensionals. I guess I can see I used that one before. But tell me, do you guys do this? Do you cut your dimensionals? So when you get your pack of dimensionals, they've got, these are the mini ones, but it's the same thing. So you use out the inside, and then you're left with all these that are still sticky. So I cut mine into little sections, trying to get a little bang for my buck, so to speak. Plus I like them because they're half the size, so they fit better in little tight spaces. So, thinking of you always. And I'll put that right there in the center. Now, because we have the ribbon that goes with it, or not ribbon, but the linen thread that goes with it, it comes in this set. You can put that around instead, or, you know, with it if you want. But tonight, for this one, I am going to use the Earth Tones Shimmer Gems, and I think I'm going to use the I think I'm going to use the cream color in here. And I'm going to put one there. And maybe put one just kind of random in there between the two birds. And then I'm going to put this third one right up there. And that's the picker tool that we have. But there you go. There you have your card. Thinking of you always, sending love and thanks. So there's another fun fold card that you can use. The good thing about this is Stampin' Up! Has so many different designer series papers that do a great job of having a whole scene here for you. So that's our card tonight. I do want to share with you, because like I said, I did do a swap with other people in my group. The group that I'm in is led by a lady by the name of Colleen Magnus, and we have some phenomenal stampers there. So I have some swap cards to display to show you. So this is this one here. It's embossed, the tree's embossed, and it's got Wink of Stella on it. But this was made by Joyce Godbold. That's very pretty. I think this one here is my favorite. This is from a gal by the name of Sarah O'Neill. And just look at that. Peppermint and hot cocoa season. Nothing's better than. Look at these these are gems, y'all. These are adhesive backed gems. The little peppermints. And there's the inside of her card. She really went all out. That's just a beautiful card. I love that. And it's got the Snowfall DSP in the back, embossing folder. Just beautiful. And then we have Shepherd's Care, which this card was made by Debbie Wilson. It's such a beautiful, beautiful card. And the inside is praying that you will feel the good shepherd's care in this season and throughout the coming year. And it's got the detail on the inside too, peace on earth. And again, that's by Debbie Wilson. Got another shepherd's care. And this one is by a gal named Terry Merriman. I don't know if you can see the sparkle and the shine. She's got Wink of Stella, I think, on there. Peace on earth. Praying that you will feel the good shepherd's care in this season and throughout the coming year. Then Lenore Whitehead, who always outdoes herself, did this. That's just beautiful. I love this vellum window there. That's just beautiful. And then here's another Christmas card. This one is pretty awesome. It's a special fold. And that's by Deborah Barth. And she just had her rotator cuff replaced and still did manage to do this. I don't know if you can tell, but that's the tree. And inside the tree, it's love, peace, and joy. How beautiful is that? And then we've got another Shepherd's Care. And this is by Bren Steins. That's pretty. And the same saying on the inside. And then I love how much talent there is in our group. Sending love your way. So this is the DSP that we just used from the Nest of Winter. And there's the little guy on the inside. Wishing I were there to give you a hug. Susan Tenzar did that. And here is the Nothing's Better Than Pumpkin Spice. So they have dies for all of this. The leaves and the donuts, the coffee and the whipped cream, the pie, everything has a die. But Chris Spano made this, and she fussy cut all but the leaves out and the pumpkin spice words. So she sat there, and we had to make 14 of the same cards. We made 14 of each card. Now this is the card that our fearless leader, Colleen Magnus, made. It's called a quilt card. And it's embossed, and you take strips of paper and you kind of weave them. And she's got the gem in the middle. And it's a season of wonder and happiness. And there's that fun peppermint gem. And then I think this was Marilyn Ann Diamond made this one. Peace on Earth. It comes out like that. It's just so beautiful. What fun colors. And then the last one we had, this one right here, is also using the Nest of Winter. And my good friend Kay McCoy made these. Thinking of You Always. She's got some glitter and shine here, the Wink of Stella. And these edges, this is a border that, you know what, it might even be right here. Actually, I don't have it, but that's a border that you can get, and you can put it around anything. I think it's frosted edges. So I don't want to take it apart, but these sprigs here are on this border. And then on the inside is A Friend Like You Brings Me Happiness. And you can really use that all winter long. And then, so that's all the cards I have. But a friend of ours that's in the stamping group, she loves to make boxes and things. So she made this really cool caddy. She's using, you can see all the boxes she made and put it together. Bren Steins did this. And this is to hold whatever you want it to hold. So it can hold your glue. It can hold your bone folder and your poker. You can put your Post-it notes in there. Whatever it is that you want to put in there, you can line them up and you can keep it in your workspace. In addition to this one, this was using cinnamon cider and then the DSP by the name of Hand Penned. She also made these to go with it. Now this is one box on the bottom. And I don't know if they're glued. I guess they're not glued in. But here are these little boxes. And she's folded, I don't know if you could see the detail of it, but she's folded down the insides and just kind of arranged them in here. So you can put your aqua painters in them. You can put your blender pens. You can put your snips, whatever you want. You can have everything right at your fingertips, and it's all nice and neat and ready to go. I tell you, we really do have some crafty folks in our group. Well, that's all I have to show you today. I hope you enjoyed yourself, and I hope that you excuse me, I hope that you will come back and see me next week. Again, this is our mini catalog, and if you want one, feel free to give me a shout out. Here's how you can get in touch with me, and I'll be sure to get one in the mail to you. I hope you have a great day, and I hope you do something creative. Enjoy yourself.